This is my YouTube channel. We are live, and I'm be talking sports ranging from the NBA to the NFL. And kicking things off, I have an issue. You want to know what my issue is? It's with this right here, the Fantasy Football Draft Day Guide. And here's why I have such an issue with this publication. Look who's on the cover of it, for one. Josh Allen, who hasn't won a Super Bowl. All he's been is a regular season quarterback. He's been a choke artist in the playoffs. And is he really? What's up, Logan Windsor? Glad to have you on. By the way, your character will be in action tomorrow on the show when I do my JBCW live stream tomorrow. Well, it may be tomorrow evening because I have other stuff going on tomorrow. But so here is my issue with this publication. So out of the top 280 players that can be taken in fantasy football this year, Jamar Chase is number one. He's the wide receiver out of Cincinnati. Hasn't done much, hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. He's just been a great wide receiver when he's healthy. The number two is Bijan Robinson, the running back out of Atlanta. And what's up, Michael Rice? Glad to have you on. Big shout out to CCW. And hopefully you're doing well. We're talking football and NBA. Now, Bijan Robinson deserves to be in that number two, won the Super Bowl MVP. But according to this publication, I'll get to it here in a moment. So, Josh Allen is the number one quarterback according to this publication in fantasy football, followed by Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Caleb Williams, Lamar Jackson, and Bo Nix. Those are your top six quarterbacks in fantasy draft. Patrick Mahomes is rated 21 in this publication. And here's why I'm mad about that. Yes, Mahomes is injured, was injured, but if you've watched this offseason, he's been rehabbing like a freak, and he's slated to start day one of this season. And this is the revenge tour for Patrick Mahomes because last season didn't go how they went. They got Eric Bieniemy back. Mahomes is going to be healthier than ever. They've got some really good pieces offensively. They've got some really good defensive pieces. So we'll see what happens. But to have Josh Allen and Dak Prescott as your number one and number two best quarterback in fantasy draft, are you out of your fucking mind? Look, Dak Prescott can't win a championship out of a wet paper sack. And two, Josh Allen is a choke artist in the playoffs. This past season was Buffalo's chance to win a Super Bowl without Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. And what happens? They lose. You know. And don't even get me started on Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow had his one shot at the season. He got himself hurt, and he hasn't been the same quarterback since. He's turned into Andy Dalton. And then number 4 on this list is Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, the face of Madden football now for the Indiana Bears, apparently, because they're not going to be in Chicago too much longer, so you can't call them the Chicago Bears. And Williams is unproven. Do I think Williams will win a Super Bowl? Maybe. For all we know, Williams could be the second coming of Jay Cutler, and he's a great regular season quarterback, doesn't do shit in the playoffs. And then the number 5 quarterback that they have on this list is one that I really don't want to talk about, but I'm going to anyway, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson himself, he has that massive contract. He's won 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Sorry. He's won 2 NFL MVPs. He hasn't won a Super Bowl yet, hasn't won an AFC championship yet. He's won a couple division titles at best. In the regular season, Lamar Jackson has no equal. He's badass. He's in the same company as Mahomes in the regular season. But when it comes to the playoffs, Lamar Jackson is garbage. In the past 4 seasons of Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, I'll repeat this list for you. It's Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Caleb Williams, and Lamar Jackson, and Bo Nix. Bo Nix was on the cusp of leading Denver to the Super Bowl. Then he got hurt. And then that Denver team blew up its offense by firing its offensive coordinator and then Sean Payton alienating his star quarterback. I don't know what Sean's smoking over there in Denver. I don't know if the ganja's so high that he made that decision without thinking about firing his offensive coordinator. But my God, do I think Denver's going to take a step back this year? Yes, I do. Now, let me read you the rest of this quarterback list here. At number 7, they got Drake May, which is appropriate. May looked horrible in that Super Bowl. He looked great up until that Super Bowl against Seattle. Trevor Lawrence, who is starting to come into his own. Jalen Hurts, and then Justin Herbert are number 9 and 10. Jalen hasn't looked the same since they won the Super Bowl when the Eagles trounced my Chiefs badly. And don't even get me started on that. And then Justin Herbert has played for a snake franchise. He doesn't look like he can lead them to a championship anytime soon, even with Hardball as his coach. And what's up, Jen Sapero? Glad to have you on. Big shout out to you, miss. Glad to have you on. Click like and sub if you're new. And then you have Jared Goff, Jalen Daniels at 11 and 12. Now, Jared Goff, he's playing for the Lions. The Lions just released Taron Arnold for that shenanigan. Don't even get me started. Taron Arnold, a great Alabama player, was great for the Lions for 3 seasons, and then he decided to do something stupid that now could see his whole career and life be sent to prison. And then Jalen Daniels, my issue with Jalen Daniels is the fact that he'll be playing for his 3rd offensive coordinator, and I don't know what it is about the Washington Commanders. They can't seem to keep an offensive coordinator for more than 3 seasons. And MR glad to have you on. Glad to have each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, watching around the world. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Glad to have you on. And then we have Matthew Stafford at 13, Baker Mayfield at 14, Jordan Love at 15, and Kyler Murray. How the fuck is Kyler Murray, Jackson Dart, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, Tyler Slaw ranked before Patrick Mahomes? Who the fuck made this list? I mean, is Athlon Sports on crack? When it comes to fantasy football, you're going to pick Tyler Slaw, Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, and Jackson Dart before Patrick Mahomes? Really? After Patrick Mahomes at 21 is C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, Daniel Jones, Cam Ward, Jacoby Willis, Geno Smith, Shadur Sanders, Tua Tagovailoa, and Kirk Cousins. Drake May is actually ahead of Mahomes on this list. May was ranked the 7th best fantasy quarterback on this league. And what's up, B_gamer969? What's up, McCa80? Glad to have you on. Glad to have each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, watching around the world. And then after Tua Tagovailoa is Kirk Cousins, Fernando Mendoza, who hasn't even played yet in the NFL. Justin Fields, Deshaun Watson, Michael Phoenix Jr., Mac Jones, Quen Edwards, Jameis Winston, Riley Leonard, Carson Beck, those 2 haven't even played yet in the NFL. Drew Allar, who just got drafted, J.J. McCarthy, Tyler Huntley, Mitchell Trubisky, Jarrett Stidham, Will Howard, Taylor Green, and then Ty Simpson, the former Alabama quarterback who got drafted by the Rams, is the 50th best in the fantasy position rankings. So, Athlon Sports got it wrong. I'm sorry, but Garbage. Get that out of here. So, shifting gears, we're going to talk about the NBA here and how Ja Morant just went to the Portland Trail Blazers and has made Portland a heavy favorite to win it all next year if Dame Lillard can stay healthy. And now there's talk about the Big Four team coming to Golden State. Golden State having Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James, supposedly, potentially. And the Timberwolves getting Grayson Allen. Ball to play with Ant-Man. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys same breakdown time, same breakdown place later on today. Same breakdown time, same breakdown place.